Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me. This is Sayukta Saxena and continuing with our series on Zentangle Wintertiles. Today is the fourth session and we shall be exploring some more of this theme during this session. So let's get started right away. What I'm going to do today is start with a leaf shape. Yes, so today's string will be a leaf shape. So I'm going to start with a stem like this. Yes, and then go all around my tile like this. Yes, and draw a nice and beautiful leaf shape covering almost my entire tile. Yes, something like this. So this will be our string and we are going to be tangling inside and outside it. So again, I'm going to be using my graphic pen, the bolder nib, or you can use your O8 or you can use any other bold nib like an Identity pen. And first I'm going to highlight the string and also we are going to be adding the jelly roll inside it later as we have done in our previous sessions. So slowly take your time and ink the string with a bold nib like this and the stem here. Yes, so once we are done with that, next step is to tangle inside and outside it. So again, giving a Christmas feel, I'm first going to start with some fun socks. Draw the way you wish to, no hard and fast rules. How? Maybe you can draw it better. Just drawing some simple one or two socks here. Just the way kids keep it hanging on the windows for Santa. Yes. And then I'm going to start right away with a tangle called Bunzo. Yes. So I've started with some C shapes in sets of 2. You can draw it the way you wish to. That's the beauty of this tangle. You can maneuver it the way you want to and fill up any kind of a space just by changing the direction the way you wish to. Yes. Very similar to another tangle called Polygon, which looks pretty similar, which can be maneuvered anyways, can grow in just about any direction. Great fun to draw. Yes, I'm also going to insert some here. Take your time. Yes, so it's hidden behind here. So you can cover the stem with the same tangle. So once we have drawn this, next step is to ink. So Bunzo looks best when it is inked, the alternate sections like this. Yes, so go ahead and do that exercise slowly. Leave a highlight. Even if you don't, you can do that later with your white chalk, so not an issue. Take your time. So I'm going to go slow and gradually ink all of these sections, leaving a small highlight. In between like this. So I'm still continuing with my inking, and you can see the drama that it adds to your tile. Yes. Tangle bunzo. No hard and fast rules there how you have to draw it. You can draw it any which ways depending on what are the spaces that you want to fill up with tangles. Just a few more left there. Slowly take your time. Ink it. Yes, you can always insert some bit of orbs here and there, different sizes and shapes to fill up some of the negative spaces, in between spaces. Awkward spaces. Yeah, so tipple comes really handy as far as such spaces, filling up such spaces is concerned. As far as these socks are concerned, I'm again going to use my jelly roll and add some bit of whites. You can also add some white here at the ends. Just a little feel of the festive season. This idea was given by my daughter. She insisted that I, instead of drawing a simple winter tile, why not give it a slight Christmas theme? Yeah, I like the idea. So those are the socks, and then I'm going to add red. Yes, so this time I'll use the red brush pen. So just add red here. Use whatever you have handy. You can also use your chalk. You can also use your Micron pen. That's not an issue. Yes. And the last one here. Like this. Yeah. So let's now go ahead and tangle further. So from inside here, I'm just going to add some really crazy fescues. Adding a little weight as I start the line. Crinky ones, not really bothering about this, whether the lines are straight or not. Some nice fescues there. Yes, fun. And then I'm going to add a tangle called Vertigo here. Yes, so Vertigo again, the original version goes like this: sharp leaves or petal shapes, long like blades. So I'm going to draw the first layer, adding a little weight under to the second line like this. Take your time. Yes, that was the first layer. Now going to the second. So draw behind as much as you can. That's what gives it the look. Slowly in between spaces also you can add some more. Draw behind and add a little weight as you draw to the second line. Yes, tangle vertigo again, going further. You can also draw it differently, giving leaf shapes, drawing vertigo with poke roots, poke leaves. There are so many tangulations possible, so explore. This is an idea, as I keep saying throughout. Give it a different look, make it your own. Use the idea and take it forward from there. Yes, so the more the crisscross, the better the tangle looks. So continue drawing in the same fashion. Draw behind wherever you can. You can curl the leaves. You can draw them straight. No hard and fast rules there. Take your time. You want to insert some more, please go ahead. Small tiny spaces left here and there. Insert a few more. Yes, something like this. And then you can add some Bronx shears or black pearls, whatever you want to call it. Probably black pearls is a nice idea. So generally in Vertigo we do add these as an embellishment. They go very well with this tangle. So use that opportunity and add some nice black pearls. You can add some more hidden ones. You don't have to draw the entire thing. Yes, so I think this much of tangling is enough as of now. Let us first introduce the blues. Yes, so I again have my 3 blue shades here. Starting with the darkest, I'm going to add little bit of blue first. Not much spaces here, but it's okay. Moving on to the little lighter version. Covering a little part of my vertigo also, that's fine. No issues. And then moving on to the lightest. Like this. Yes. So let's now blend. So make sure you use a different stub. Blend the chalks nicely, the three shades starting from the darkest. Some part of vertigo getting lost there, that's fine. No issues. Adding some blues, the lighter blue. Pushing it into the paper. Blend it well. Yes? So once you are done with blending your blue, then comes time for some snow. Yes? So first, let us use our chalk, white chalk, and first add, as we have done till now, some nice chalk at the bottom, and then we shall decide if we want to shade, add some graphite. We can do that later. Yes. So let's add some graphite here. Yes, we can add some graphite here. Little bit, not much. We will not go that high as far as adding our chalk is concerned, so we can add some graphite here. So use a different blending stub and just blend the graphite. Not too much, not too less. Just where you need to. Yes. Some bit of whites we can add here. So let's first blend the graphite completely. So I'm going to blend this one also. Yes, and then again change your stub and use another stub to blend your whites, the white chalk. Some places it looks nice if it is not blended well. For example, here I like the look because it looks like snow or something like that. Yes, you can blend here. Now let us use our jelly roll. First, let's highlight our bronze chairs like black pearls. Yes, they get highlighted. Then let's move on to adding some snow, as we have done in all our tiles. Some bit of snow. Yes, like this. And the same thing goes here also. So today let's just add some big and small dots. No stars, spaces are less. So I'm just going to add some dots. Use your jelly roll. You can highlight these fescues a little, the ends, with your jelly roll. You can also add dots on your vertigo like this. Some bigger, some smaller. Nice snowy feel. Yes. And then what we had to do with our jelly roll, go ahead and add an aura. That's important because it helps to re-emphasize that winter look. So I am adding an aura inside. You can also highlight these orbs like this. Go ahead and use your jelly roll just like we do for transcending. Slowly take your time. When we do this, it just looks picture perfect. Looks like a frame that we created on our tile. Yes. Yeah, that's fun. You want to redo certain lines, you can do that after you have added shading, but maybe it's not a good idea because it's snowy, so maybe things are not that clearly visible. Yes. Now the rest of the tile, it is entirely up to you. What do you want to add outside? Yes. So there are a whole lot of tangles that you can choose from. So what I'm going to do here is add a very simple fragment, something like this. Add a seed shape. Add some orbs inside it, kind of squeezing in the orbs. Yes, and then add some auras around it. Probably 4 or 5 of them, as many as you wish. So I've started with 4. Again, moving to the next. Add some orbs inside it. It's a simple fragment. And then auras on both sides. And then try and fill up the spaces in between with auras only. Yes, looks nice. Will look better once you highlight the center orbs like pearls. Take your time, go ahead. 3, 4. Yes, like this. So I'm going to be continuing like this and fill up the entire space all around the leaf in the same way. Yes. So let's do that all around. So I'm still continuing in the same fashion, adding the seed shape, adding some orbs inside it, squeezing them in, and adding some auras, slightly curved on both sides, like this. Take your time. Add some more. Fill up the in-between spaces. Yes. Simple fragment to draw. then probably a last one here. Auras from both sides and fill up the space. Yes. Now the first thing is to add a shadow outside this line, this bold leaf shape. So I'm using my black graphite and first adding some shadow outside the leaf shape. Yes, and a little bit here. And then blend this first before we add any further shadows. Take your time, soften the graphite. Yes, and then I'm going to add some bit of graphite here. Whatever little spaces are there. And then blend. But don't blend too much as we want to add a highlight. Yes. Moving on next to highlight the other half of the orbs. Small touches is all that we need, not too much. Yes, so once you are done with that, you can use your graphite and run it around. Whatever is there on your stub is sufficient to add that much of shadow. We don't want too much. Yes. And then another highlight running like this. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. If you want to add something else, I'm just softening this chalk a little. Then you can highlight some of these orbs with your jelly roll, but I don't think that's really required. I'm just touching on the biggest one, a little bit or you can add some dots on this highlight, something like this. Yes, even that is possible. So it's entirely up to you. How do you want to, how much you want to. Yes, so you can add some dots on this highlight also, and it gets enhanced a little. But again, these things are optional. You may not do it. Yes. So that's about it. That's our winter tile for today. Let's put in our chop sitting somewhere. So find a nice place to place your chop on the tile. Most important, be proud of your creation, appreciate it, hold it at an arm's length. Yes. So I shall see you again with another session on Zentangle Winter Tiles. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.